Good morning and happy Tuesday, or as I like to call it, happy New Year's Eve Eve. I can't believe today is already December 30th of 2025. My name's Michelle and I'm with Olive and Tuya Studios, and I'm here today to get started on our day 6 unwrapping of our 12 days of Christmas calendar. Today is day 6, so we are halfway through. After this, I see some of our Yarny U's are here live. I see Kim and Julie and Katrin and Valera and others popping on. Good morning to you, wherever you are. As I continue to say, I hope wherever you are warm and cozy or cool and cozy, depending on what the weather may be. We got a weather alert today for Goldenrod, Florida, which is another name for part of like Winter Park and where we used to live. And it said, oh, there's a winter weather warning. And so I asked my dear friend Alexa um, what the temperatures were supposed to be. Yeah, it's going to be like a horrible 45 degrees there. And I'm like, ain't got nothing on us. We're getting down to, I think, below 6 this week. So I guess it's all relative on what constitutes a winter weather warning, depending on where you are. But today, where we are, is day 6 of our unwrapping of our 12 days of Christmas woven in words. So I've got all my little bags out here in front of me this morning, and we're going to get started with this. Keep in mind, if you've already been over to the landing page on our website and you've already done a little sneaky peeky, then you know what today is all about. So here we are. We're going to open up this day, day 6, get it going. It's definitely squishy. I can feel it. You can always tell, right? You can pick up the bags and kind of tell. Ooh, I like this a lot. So this colorway name is Midwinter Candlelight. Let me show it to you there. Again, my light is not perfect here. Oh, it kind of coordinates with my sweater today. Midwinter Candlelight. So you've got some, take the cuff off. You've got some beautiful icy blues, some deeper gray blues there. You've got some kind of golden shades like candlelight, midwinter candlelight. So this is sort of the interpretation of candlelight up against a blue starry evening to some degree during in those icy kinds of wintry shades. I like it a lot. I can't wait to see how it plays up against the other colorways that we have already unwrapped as we journey through the 12 days of Christmas. Excuse me, my voice is a bit hoarse. So today's colorway is actually based upon A Child's Christmas in Wales, which is a poem written by Dylan Thomas. Now, this was written, I'm going to have to look at my notes. I kept wanting to say 1955. It's 1952, and he wrote this poem. And it's not actually really a poem, I guess. It's more of a short story. I don't know where I got poem from. It's more of a short story. It's prose, basically. And it's more like a nostalgic remembering of a Christmas evening in Wales from a child's point of view. And one of the really sort of notable things about it is that it does a really good job of blending humor with a certain amount of tenderness in the poem. I keep calling it a poem. It's not poem, Michelle, it's prose. It's a short story, very short story. I guess some people call it a poem maybe, but it's more prose. It was actually something that came out of a work that he had done previously for the BBC. And so he sort of extracted his own work to develop and distill it into this particular piece, A Child's Christmas in Wales. And so in this, you get all this sort of nostalgic gooiness. You get like the candlelight, the evening, sort of the mischievous nature that kids can have at Christmas time, kind of the snowy trees, the golden light inside the homes. It is just rife with nostalgic sort of imagery through this piece. Now, there are links available for you over on our landing page. And one of the ones that I really love is actually a YouTube video where you get to hear Dylan Thomas himself reading it in his own voice, which I think that's really special when you have that opportunity to hear the author themselves read their work to you, because it's one thing to read it off of a page and to interpret it for yourself. I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about reading is that you get to have the images in your own mind and you get to interpret it. You get to interpret the cadence, the rhythm of the piece. But when you get to hear the author read it aloud themselves, you get to kind of climb inside their brain and hear what they heard when they were writing or composing the piece. So I love that. I think that that is one of the most magical things is when you can hear a piece in the author's voice. So that is one of the links. There's also a link there to a New York Times article that incidentally was apparently just published this year. Talk about a happy coincidence that kind of gives you a little darker side or a little darker view and interpretation of the piece. So I like to provide you with lots of links and lots of information. Don't crucify the messenger. I'm just giving you information. You can interpret it how you like. It doesn't mean that I have any particular opinion about it. It's just another view of the piece. And I think that goes along with what we've talked about being curious and being a lifelong learner. It's always good to see lots of different views and interpretations so that we can develop our own view and interpretation of a piece. So, A Child's Christmas in Wales, it is a much beloved piece that's been around since the 50s. And that is what our colorway today is based upon. And I'm really liking this colorway as well. It's certainly more subtle. So, definitely has more subtleness to it. Can't talk again today. There it is. All right, let's do our recap real quick. That's day 6. Take a look at day 5, and then let's see if Michelle can put everything back in the right bags. So day 5 was a sacrifice of love that was based on the gift of the Magi. Beautiful colors. I'll show these all together at the end here. I'm going to lay them out so I don't get confused, as I do sometimes. As I like to say, I'm over 50. Happens all the time. This one is Visions of Sugar Plums, based on 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. A little bit brighter there. Day 3, of course, was our bag, the Nutcracker Book Club bag. 'Tis the season to crack a book. I still just love that. I'm hooked on that. I love it. All right, that's day 3. Day 2, let's go. Oh, yes, Clara's Dream, I believe. Yes, Clara's Dream with those soft pinks and grays. Beautiful. And then day 1, my bags are a little worse for the wear now. Prologue in Pine from Little House in the Big Woods. So let's take a look at all of these together. I'm not going to get the cuffs put together as well as I'd like to have that picture perfect comparison, but I'll kind of hold them up. So you're kind of, in some different directions with the colors here. I think this one is the real standout right now and with Prologue and Pine. But I love that all of these represent different pieces of literature or different stories that are told at Christmas time. These, I love them all. I love these. These are definitely stronger colors. These are your lighter colors, and I love them all. It's always so much fun to see the interpretation of it all. So Kim says she can see Clara's dream in a big skein. Yeah, me too. I can actually see pretty much all of these in a big skein, to be honest. I love them all. I think I like Clara. It's a hard call. I love them all. I'm particularly fond of today's colorway. I really like this a lot with the grays and the blues and the little bits of gold in it. I like that a lot. I love this as well with the mauves and the golden colors. I'm not going to commentary on all of them because I think I love them all. So, and as I've mentioned before, my brain is just a whir with all the possible things to be done with these. And yeah, sweaters are in my brain. So we'll see what happens and what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow will be day 7. So we're up on the top of the hill today with the 12 days of Christmas. Tomorrow we start to slide down towards that big 100-gram skein that'll be coming on day 12. So are you still in holiday mode? I'm still kind of in holiday mode. Are you in holiday mode? Are you finding some time to stitch? What are you finding time to do? We are spending some time out today. We're going to go to Freeport, Maine, as I'm packing these up, to kind of hang out, spend some time together, and do a little bit of exploring. We did have an ice storm here yesterday, and so it's kind of clearing now. It's not quite as crunchy out there, but still a little crunchy. So driving will be interesting. But we're going to go to Freeport, do a little shopping, do a little walking around, get out a little bit, and then head back home before dark. And dark starts here about 3 o'clock. It starts really getting kind of dark, and sunset is typically about 4:05 or so. Of course, that fluctuates. So I'm trying to remember the days. I just don't know if I've done this right. Trying to remember the days. Okay, that was that day. Okay, this must be day 4. Tell me, am I right? I should have written it down or kept them on there. This is where it starts getting hairy for me. Day 4, day 5 would have been this one, a sacrifice of love, because yesterday was the gift of the Magi. And then day 6 is, of course, today. So Kim says she is knitting and cleaning up her sewing and knitting room, getting ready for the new year and projects to knit. That is a worthy endeavor, Kim. I'm impressed. Want to come help me do mine? I've got some cleaning to do in my studio as well, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to head out. Valera is here. Oh, Deborah popped in. Good to see everybody. I love it. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. We'll be back here for day 7 of the unwrapping. Until then, find some time to sit, find some time to stitch, and take good care of yourselves. I'll see you in the Yarn of Use. Take care. Bye.